for cells across the Midwest this evening. Very large hail and some torrential rain as well. Let's go to the radars here and we'll show you what we're talking about. Let's start out on a little bit of a wider range. And we can show you here right now some severe thunderstorms approaching the Springfield, Missouri area right at the moment on this regional view from Storm Lab. Also a mess of storms still over central and southern Illinois, and a pretty nasty batch of storms just to the northeast and to the east of Oklahoma City. We're going to look at a little bit closer on all of these here right now. First of all, let's start close to home here in central Illinois and take a look at this particular storm that is over the Bloomington Normal area. A severe thunderstorm warning just expiring for that. Let's take a look at that if we can, and we'll see that we actually have there we go, a little bit closer view there. Some hail icons still showing up to the east of Normal, just to the northwest of Champaign. These storms are racing fairly rapidly up to the northeast, and these particular storms are packing a pretty good punch. We've had nickel-sized hail with many of these throughout the afternoon and now into the evening hours, and those are continuing again to create some problems in many areas. They're pulsing back and forth between severe and a little bit weaker, and they've been doing that again throughout the afternoon and evening hours, and we expect that to continue as this front still sits back over far western Missouri. So for the next several hours at least, we're going to continue to have that instability in the atmosphere and additional severe weather possible throughout portions of Missouri, Illinois, Arkansas, even on down into portions of Indiana and Kentucky, and Oklahoma as well. In fact, that storm we were seeing just a little bit ago here to the east of Oklahoma City, let's zoom in a little bit closer on that one, and we can show you that line of storms very prominent there with large hail. You see the white and the blue dots to the east of Norman and Oklahoma City. These are trekking very rapidly off to the east, and several severe thunderstorm warnings there with those. If we move up a little bit farther along that line, you can see these storms just to the west of Springfield, Missouri right now, just moving across into Missouri. Tornado warning in effect for that, and actually that's until 8:30 p.m. for northeastern Cherokee, northwestern Jasper, southeastern Crawford, and western Barton counties. Between the Kansas-Missouri line there at 8:02 p.m. Central Time. National Weather Service Doppler radar continued to indicate a tornado near Chicopee or near Cherokee, moving east at 39 miles an hour. This tornado would be near Pittsburgh and Frontenac by 8:10 p.m. Central Time, and Midamines by 8:20 p.m. Central Time. The towns of Opolis, Yale, Nashville, and Oakton are in the path of this tornado. Numerous thunderclouds have also been reported with this storm. Again, this is in the Springfield, Missouri area. You're looking at the red cell there, and that particular cell with the red border around it is the tornado warning for Crawford County, Kansas, Cherokee County, Kansas, Jasper County, Missouri, and Barton County, Missouri. That in effect until 8:30 p.m. Central Time this evening. Around the St. Louis area, we've been watching these storms continue to fire up. No warnings with them right now, but a good line of storms from just to the east of St. Louis down through Mount Vernon, Illinois, and on down to the south towards the Carbondale-Marion area. All these storms are going to start to track into the Evansville area and Paducah during the next several hours. So folks in southern Indiana and western Kentucky, be on the lookout for that. This cell, though, that's up to the northeast of Normal now in McLean County has just been walloping that entire area this evening. And you can see that stretches almost down into the city of Champaign and all the way up into Ford and Iroquois counties and up around the Pontiac area. This is a very hefty storm. You know, there's not a warning with it. We've had a history of nickel and quarter-sized hail, so it's definitely not a storm to take lightly by any means. And definitely, as these storms continue to pulse back and forth during the evening hours to the severe thresholds, additional warnings are possible. These storms moving to the northeast at about 35 miles an hour. We'll keep an eye on them. But again, a number of clusters of storms, as you can see there, again, just to the east of Oklahoma City, just to the northwest of Memphis, approaching the Paducah, Kentucky area here shortly, and south and east of Kansas City, west and north of Springfield, Missouri. We're going to have to keep an eye on all of those throughout the evening hours as additional warnings are possible. And we haven't had as many tornadoes here in the past couple of hours, but again, the potential's there for that as we have a very unstable atmosphere situation as this cold front just takes its sweet time moving through Missouri and Illinois. We could see, again, severe thunderstorms for the next several hours. Additional watches possible. I think we're starting to tend more now from the tornado potential, at least in Missouri and Illinois, over to the large hail and damaging winds. But further south in Oklahoma, Arkansas, and further east, possibility of tornadoes continues for at least the next several hours. We'll keep an eye on it and, of course, bring you the latest information as it becomes available from the Central Illinois Weather Network.